So good morning everyone, I am Jeneline Mandunas and I will continue our report about the most commonly used strategy in multigrade teaching. So one of the most commonly used strategies in multigrade teaching is the independent study. What is independent study? Independent study is a form of educational activity undertaken by an individual student with little to no supervision. Since multigrade class comprises of different learners with different needs and interests, it is important to incorporate this kind of strategy because there are students who learn best independently. In here, multigrade teacher should give differentiated tasks that allow students to work at their own pace with little to no supervision. This helps to improve students' academic performance as well as their confidence and motivation at their own pace of learning. And also, independent study as an instructional approach is closely related to individualized instruction. So like individualized instruction, in here students are responsible or could take charge of their own learning. This is commonly referred as self-directed learning or self-directed study. So here are the several features that are involved in independent study. So first is that the student may be involved in the selection of the activity or approach to working on a project. So in here, in independent study, the teacher may involve or select those students who would work on a project. So the teacher makes sure that all students who will be engaged in independent study or work understand expectation and have been given with clear instruction. So it is best that students who would be involved in this independent study know or deeply understand what they are expected to do or what they are opted to do, and they should be guided with clear instruction so that they would not be misled. Students have access to the necessary materials and resources, and students can work alone in pairs or small group of up to 6 to 7 students. So usually in one of the learning areas or centers of the multigrade classroom. So another feature is that students have access to the teacher as needed, but it is clear that they should try to work on their own, helping each other as needed. So teacher is still accessible whenever the students need the assistance of the teacher, but it is clear that they should try to work the activities on their own or with each other in the group. Next is there should be a chance to evaluate the activity with the participation of the teacher as soon as possible, so preferably upon completion, so that immediate feedback can be given, and this enhances the quality of the learning process. So at the end of the activity or after completing the activity in this independent study, there should be a chance to evaluate so that the learning of the students involved in this independent study could be measured what they have got, and they will be evaluated if they are if the objectives are successfully met. So in here, the quality of the learning process would be enhanced. So now we are moving to the paired and peer tutoring as a commonly used strategy in multigrade teaching. So peer tutoring is a teaching strategy wherein students are paired together to practice academic skills and master content. Well, it is true that some students learn best with their peers, because they tend to express themselves freely and confidently with their classmates or with their peers, rather than understanding fully with their teacher alone during normal classes. The learned students would be paired to those students who needs help of improvement academically. So in here, peer tutoring allows for higher rates of students' response and feedback, which results in better academic achievement. So as what I have said, there are students who are confident enough and can express themselves freely if being paired with other classmates or their peers. So this would really result in better academic achievement. So the student tutor gains a deeper understanding of a topic by teaching it to another student. So in this paired or peer tutoring, it is important that the tutor understand best the topic so that he or she can share to the other student successfully. Because one cannot give which he or she doesn't have. This also means that the student tutor would develop more deeper understanding of the topic once he or she will share it to another student because they will learn in both ways. So that's all for this report. And to sum it up, indeed, multigrade teaching is quite challenging, especially dealing with a wide range of ages and learning abilities, all together in the same room. However, these most commonly used strategies would be of great help to multigrade teachers. This can be used in combination among others or separately, depending on the situation. Although these strategies have different ways of implementation, but these are all one in unified with the same goal, which is to end up to a successful multigrade teaching. Thank you and God bless.